Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to another one of my vlogging videos. In this video I wanted to take you guys through an update of my pregnancy. Last time around when I was having Mikhail, which was 6 years ago, now when I think about it, it seems like it's such a long time ago because he's already so grown up. I kind of fell into depression with my first pregnancy, and it kind of led me to my postpartum depression and whatnot. So I was in a very dark space, and I remember I just took myself off social media completely because I was just so depressed. I was not expecting it to be this bad. Having a hyperemesis gravidarum or HG pregnancy is never easy. I was just in a completely different mindset at that time, and this time around I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be the person that I was 6 years ago. I'm gonna fight it. I felt that I was in a really good headspace when I became pregnant this time around, and I wanted to fight it this time because it did not go the way I wanted it to last time. But I think over the last 6 years I've learned a lot being a mom, and I've learned how to take things slowly, and I've also learned to just be more mindful. And I just feel that because I've already gone through this stage and Mikhail is old enough now, I just feel that I'm able to better handle this pregnancy. So did I have a bad pregnancy this time as well? 100% yes. I'm right now 23, I'm gonna say 23 weeks pregnant, but I'm gonna walk you through the first 20 weeks of my pregnancy. For the first 5 weeks I didn't really know until I took a pregnancy test, and that's when I found out. So the first month doesn't really count. From 5 to 10 weeks it was really bad for me because you can get an OB here starting at 8 weeks, but I was not able to get my OB, I believe, until 11 weeks. So I would end up at the ER. I ended up at urgent care, and the problem with those places is that they're not able to prescribe you medication or on Densatron, in other words Zofran, for more than 3-4 days. And I needed a Zofran after like almost every meal. It was really hard, and I ended up doing what I was doing back in Toronto. I realized there's a lot of IV infusion places here where they give you Zofran. It was really expensive because I am living in US now, and I had to go get an IV drip every 3-4 days, and it just kept getting worse as well. And I was literally in the bed crying. I'm like, I can't believe I'm going back to the same time. And I was really depressed because I felt that I was going back into the same pregnancy that I had the first time, and it wasn't getting better. But I was trying to fight it more than last time because I'm like, I'm not gonna give up on this. I'm gonna try to do better. And that's literally what I was doing. But I was living on 10% of food. I was not able to keep a lot of things down. I asked Sarma to bring me like chocolate shakes, ice cream, because those are the things that still I was able to take in because they didn't have like a strong scent to it. Anything sweet, chicken I hated, beef, anything like that, it got the worst of me. And I'm the person who does not drink cold water, but that was the first time in like I don't know how long I started drinking cold water because I could not keep up with the taste of like room temperature water. And I started feeling better end of January or beginning of February, so I'm gonna say after 4 months. And that doesn't mean my nausea has come down. That just means that my smell to sensitive food has gone away, so that has helped a lot. So the two big things that play into the HG pregnancy is the nausea, which I still have, and the smell. That's the other thing. But I do think that I'm able to manage it much better after my smell sensitivity is gone, because I think that was one of the bigger things. Think about the fact that you are pregnant, you're not able to keep a lot of things down, you're still throwing up. And I mean, I was still throwing up on smoothies and ice cream, and I was still throwing up on water and whatnot, and I barely had any energy. And I was in bed for almost like 20 hours or more, or even more than that actually, because I was lying in the room all day. And the reason why I did that was because I wanted to stay away from the smell, and I felt bad for my husband Sarmat, because every time he was even warming food in the microwave, every time he was even trying to make tea, I would smell it all the way upstairs, and I would be like, Sarmat, turn that down or turn it off. And one of the things that did help was keeping the window open at all times, and even if there was smell coming in, it was going out of the window, so I did get some fresh air. And another thing that helped me was I tried wearing the mask as well too, so that wasn't really helping me, but someone told me to spray the mask with like your favorite perfume, or a perfume that you can still handle in terms of smell. So I started spraying my perfumes on my mask. That did help a little. And I also got these nose plugs that I use when you're trying to stop a nosebleed. I would just put them on here, and that's how literally I would go in the kitchen or anywhere where there was a lot of smell. And I don't know if you guys know, I also feel that when you're sensitive to smell, you can smell a lot of things that you weren't able to smell before. Even if there was nothing being made in the kitchen, and even if there was nothing happening, I felt that I was able to smell the kitchen. The kitchen had its own smell. It's so weird that I'm saying that, but the kitchen had its own smell, and it was just bad. In the morning, Sarma will be making lunch for Mikhail, and he will be like warming up chicken nuggets or like fish fillet or whatever that is, and I would be like just throwing up in the bathroom. In the beginning, for the first, you could say 15-18 weeks, and after that it started going down gradually. I'm talking about the sensitive to smell part, and it started going down, so I started feeling a little better. Now I'm dealing with nausea. I still have it every morning when I wake up. You know, I help Mikhail get ready for school. I feel that it's still there, and I have to take medication right away and then eat something. It can be anything light. But for the first 20 weeks, I was so much worse that I couldn't even get out of the bedroom. I would literally tell Sarma, I'm just like, don't turn the microwave on, don't turn the toaster one on until I get to the other room so I can help Mika get ready and whatnot. I don't know why they even call it morning sickness, because it lasts the whole day. So the things that I was able to take in was a lot of cold stuff, cold water. I was trying out chocolate shakes, but I did not like the taste of chocolate. I usually love chocolate, but this time I was hating it so much. I liked vanilla ice cream, so I would get the vanilla cones from McDonald's as well. I also had granola bars. I also used to have a lot of Lay's chips as well, like the classic salty Lay's chips, but that would make my blood pressure drop as well, and then I felt that I had to have something sweet. I was always chewing a lot of gum, a lot of the mint gum, because I realized that I have such a bad taste that's left in my mouth. I had to like chew, I was chewing gum like 20 times a day. Every time I had something, or every time I smelled something, I felt that I was able to fight some of it off with the chewing gum. So I ended up getting a lot of it as well. Other than that, someone did take me out. He's like, you know what, let's try new food, let's try something that works for you. I was drinking Coke on and off, but I don't think Coke helped me as much as I thought it would. The doctor at the ER told me to have some Gatorade as well. But the thing with Gatorade is that it just gave me a very bad taste in my mouth. One of the doctors even told me to freeze Gatorade in a popsicle stick and try to just have it like that. That was okay. That didn't really work for me. Again, it depends on your taste. It depends on what you can handle and what you can't. That didn't really work for me. And now when I compare this to my last pregnancy, I felt that I was really drained and tired during that pregnancy, because I was working a lot. I was working like 8 hours a day plus 2 hours of traveling, which is like going to work and coming back from work. So I feel like I just didn't really have the energy to go in the kitchen when I would come back home. This time around, I really worked on like just, you know, having like a really good gut, just very conscious about what I'm taking in, what I'm not. That doesn't mean that I'm not eating junk food. I still am. If you guys have cravings, go ahead with the cravings. I think you should just take in whatever you can, whatever your body can eat at this point, because I did lose up to like 15 pounds, and every time I went to my OB, or every time I measured myself, I mean, I believe I was like 106 or 107 when I found I was pregnant, and it went down to like 94 pounds. So I lost like 13-14 pounds. But as of now, I'm 109 pounds, so that's a good thing. I gained a lot of it back. And I had my ultrasound yesterday. Ultrasound technician told me that my baby is 1 pound and 7 ounces. That means that baby is healthy and is growing, and that's what matters, of course. So it's really interesting to know that I am at the beginning of my 6th month, I believe, and the baby is already 1.5 pounds. So that went by fast. Another thing that I wanted to focus on or talk about is constipation. I've been dealing with really really bad constipation ever since I found out I am pregnant. And it has a lot to do with medication, and it also has a lot to do with the prenatals that you're taking. For the first trimester, I did not take any prenatals because I kept throwing up on them and my stomach was not able to handle it. But as of second trimester, I am taking my prenatals. But because I was taking ondansetron, because I was taking doxylamine, I believe it's ondansetron or Zofran that's causing constipation, and it's causing a lot of it. For the first trimester, I was taking Zofran in the morning. If I needed it, I would take it during lunchtime as well, but I wasn't really eating lunch, and I would be having the Zofran at dinner as well. So I'm taking doxylamine 3 times a day, and I'm taking 2 doxylamine in the morning, so I'm taking 4 in total. But as of Zofran, I'm only taking 1 in the morning because I feel that if I'm able to fight the nausea in the morning, the rest of the day goes better and I don't need another Zofran. But sometimes I throw up a lot, so I end up having Zofran anyway. It just depends on the situation. If I really need it, I'll take it, but mostly 95% of the time I need it in the morning, and I'm always taking it in the morning because it helps me jumpstart the day. So for constipation, I had really bad constipation, and for the first trimester I was not going to the bathroom for like as much as like 10-12 days, which is really bad. But at the same time, I wasn't eating well either. My OB did suggest a lot of medication that I can get off shelf, so I ended up getting like a stool softener and it was a Walgreens brand. So I've been taking 1 every day, and I usually end up taking it at night. And as long as I'm taking 1 every day, I'm able to go to the bathroom every 3 days to say. And I've been okay with that. For the first trimester, even in the 4th month or 4.5 months, I was literally not going to the bathroom for as long as 10 days. And my OB told me that sometimes constipation can also trigger nausea, and she was so right about that, because on the days I was really constipated where I really wanted to go but I couldn't, I felt my nausea was at its peak as well. So that was really affecting my nausea as well. As for the proportions of the meal, a lot of people told me to just have a heavy meal so it can last the whole day. Other people told me to just have light meal or just take small bites and have it throughout the day. I'll say that do whatever works for you in the HG pregnancy, because what works for me may not work for you, and every HG pregnancy is different. For me, if I had a little bit too much, I would throw up, but if I had less and it wasn't fulfilling enough, then I would be throwing up. So a lot of people told me to just have little bites in my first trimester, but that would make me throw up. So I had to have just a little bit more than that. But if I ate way too much, I would throw up altogether. So eat in moderate form, see what your body can or cannot handle. I think that's what it comes down to. This time around, I do feel that mentally and physically I'm very connected with my body, and I'm able to like understand my body better in terms of what it can or what it can't handle. Last time around with Mikal, I don't think she had the chance to like literally take a step back and just think about everything that's going on, because I was working and I was depressed, I was running, I was on the run all the time, and I was just like really sick, and I was on IV for the longest time. So this time around, I'm a little more conscious about my body, and I'm trying to like read my body this time around, and I think that's been helping me as well. I was trying to record everything that I could. So every time I went to the OB or every time I had the ultrasound, I would try to take a video of it, and these are some of the videos that I took in different times, because I had ultrasound at 11 weeks, 13 weeks, and then I had another one at 22 weeks, which was recently. I'm just gonna show you the videos and stuff, and the baby is very healthy. And this time around, the baby is slightly a little bigger, but they're saying that's the average size. So Mikal was a little below average. That was my first pregnancy. So that's the first thing. So I was able to record everything, and I'm gonna be showing you videos of ultrasounds that I've had in different weeks, and I'm just gonna show you the progress as well. Where is the heartbeat? Sorry?
Heartbeat just right here in the middle. It's
okay, I see
there.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then head, body, arm, and then our little legs down here.
Got it.
Jumping.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not another hyper kid. Okay. You can't tell the gender though, right?
Too
it's
early, yeah,
right?
too
Okay.
early.
Okay. Got it. Is it backwards now?
It is. It's kind of upside down right now. Yeah, it's,
Okay.
it's curled up upside down. And then we don't listen to the heartbeat until we're out of the first trimester, just because it requires a higher frequency. The doctors asked to wait until then, so we just get a motion of it today, and it's 175, which is great.
Which is good. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's a lot of movement for a baby. That's like 12 weeks.
Little arm up. Where are you going?
That's the back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the back of the baby.
That's the back now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's moving its hand. I'm gonna say it's.
I think the baby can hear now, right?
No, yeah, kind of. It's moving its hands, look.
Or maybe after a few weeks the baby will have that.
I think they do, but they don't really understand maybe.
So the heartbeat is healthy, so everything is good?
Mm-hmm. That little mouth moving.
Ah.
See it?
I do. So I'm here today, I'm 15 weeks pregnant. I'm here for my pelvic exam, my breast exam, and my PEP exam, if that's what it's called, and those are all mandatory. I'm still trying to figure out how the American healthcare works, because everything I did back in Toronto was completely different. Again, Canadian healthcare is very, very different from American healthcare system. So I always have to do a urine sample. I haven't done a lot of blood tests here, except for the one that I had to do for genetic testing. But yeah, they asked for more urine testing. So that's what I'm doing today as well. But again, I'm here for my pap smear, my pelvic, and my breast exam. And I'm also a little sick, so my nose really clogged up. I just hope I don't have an infection, because that's a little scary if I do, because I'm pregnant. Other than that, I'm still nauseated. I still had Zofran in the morning, and I still need to eat throughout the day just to make sure that I don't get nauseated again. But every time I eat, I get this really bad taste in my mouth, and I have to chew gum all day. Again, I'm dealing with it better than I dealt with it the first time. The first time it was really, really bad. This time I just know what to look forward to, and I'm just trying out different things. I'm just trying to see what works for me, because what works for me will not work for another woman with an HG pregnancy. So that's where I stand right now.
So how have you been doing since last visit?
All right. I still have nausea.
Okay.
Similar to my last pregnancy. I'm still dealing with the HG, I guess, pregnancy. I still take Zofran in the morning.
Okay.
And then sometimes I need to take it in the afternoon or evenings as well, based on how I'm feeling. Sometimes it gets worse, sometimes it's better, sometimes I'm still throwing up. But one of the reasons, well, today I woke up with a clogged nose, so I'm a little scared. I don't want to know if it's something infectious.
Okay.
It's very clogged up, and then I had like a bit of a sore throat as well. No fever or anything, but I was able to clear a lot of it out. And then I had like honey tea, and even 3 days ago I had it. I gargled with like warm water and salt, and I think that helped a little, but it came back today. So I'm trying to avoid drinking cold water and like ice creams right now, because I think that was helping me through our pregnancy. I have a really bad taste every time I eat. I have to chew gum all day as well.
Any sick contacts, like in the family, or people visiting?
You said you had something.
I mean, I had cough, but I thought like maybe that's kind of seasonal.
Seasonal. We have
I guess through me or something.
Sure.
We have a 5-year-old as well, so maybe coming from
Yeah.
5-year-old, her parents are here.
My OB, she's been really, really nice. She's this amazing OB, and I like her a lot. But she gave me a lot of alternatives for the medications and stuff. She told me that, let's say the Zofran is not working, there's something that I can take. It's called Reglan, Reglan. I'm also able to take something called Zofran pump. So you take that patch and you poke it onto your stomach. It has needles, and you're able to take Zofran through those needles. She said that it's not a painful process once you get used to it, so you can consider that if you are not getting better, because I wasn't getting better as of 4 months, but after that I started getting better. But I did feel that I was getting better in terms of smell sensitivity, so I didn't need that. She also suggested these two names. I did search it up, but again, I started feeling better with Zofran, so I realized that this may not be necessary. And then over here, she also recommended the constipation medications I should be taking. But when I went to the pharmacy, they're like, just take the stool softener from the Walgreens brand. That works as well. But she suggested Collis and Miralax. And I was also telling her that unlike last time, this time I have migraines and they kind of pop up here. And I realized that a lot of my migraines have to do with my stomach. Every time something doesn't settle well in my stomach, I get migraines. So she recommended that I can take this medication, and then I can also try something called magnesium oxide that can help me with my migraines as well. But doxylamine I've been taking every day, Zofran in the morning, I'm taking stool softener every night, and I'm taking prenatals. So these are the 4 things that I'm taking as of now, and I take them every day, and that has been working for me. I do hope that this video was informative for you guys, and I hope you guys are able to take something off this as well. So if you guys are going through HG pregnancy, I'm sending you all the love, because I know how hard it is. I was in a really bad headspace the first time around. Took a toll on me mentally, something that I was not ready for. But this time around, I've taken a more laid-back approach. I'm in what I call a peaceful era. I am just taking everything slow. I know when to stop. I know when to take a breather when I need to, and I'm more mindful and conscious about everything around me. So I think that's been helping me a lot as well. Until then, I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.